Hello everyone, and welcome to the answers for the second paraphrasing feedback challenge. So I set you the task to write a paraphrase for the following question statement. Remember, don't just look for synonyms, try to change the sentence structure if you want to write an effective paraphrase. So we're going to have a look at this. We're going to have a look at 7 paraphrases that were left in the chat. And I'm also going to give you an example of how I would paraphrase this question, so you can see the way that I think about dealing with this and how I would restructure and change the words, but keep the meaning the same. So the question we were looking at is, some people say that individuals who make a lot of money are the most successful. Others think that those who contribute to society, like scientists and teachers, are more successful. And this was from a discussion essay, so it's discussed both sides, give your opinion. So I've left the question up here so we can actually have reference for it. And this first paraphrase here is what I decided to do. So the first thing, I see some people, this is such a common expression in the IELTS questions for task 2. You can just remember there's some, we can paraphrase a certain, people we can change with individuals. So the first thing I'm going to look for here is to see how I could possibly change the sentence structure, because this is what we want to do before looking for synonyms. So in the question statement, we have 2 sentences, 2 separate sentences. So the first thing on my mind is, okay, if I combine these 2 sentences, so this is going to be very, very common in a discussion essay. If I combine these 2 sentences into one, I can make a complex sentence out of this, and therefore I would have successfully changed the sentence structure. Another nice, very easy thing for me to do is I can change the order of these statements. So I can talk about this idea first, and then this idea second. So that's the kind of structure that I go for. So I start off with certain individuals, believe rather than say would be fine. Again, very, very common word that we can paraphrase. That, and then we say, we've already said individuals, so I can use people. So we want to talk about people who contribute to society. So maybe people who impact society would be a nice way to change the words here. Are most successful, are considered the most successful. And here, like scientists and teachers, this is just an example. I don't need to include this in my paraphrase, because as long as I have exactly the same meaning as the original, it's not essential. So for me, again, I'm going to change the structure of this a little bit and remove this example. And it's also going to make my paraphrase a little bit easier to write. So here, certain individuals believe that people who impact societies are considered the most successful, comma, while. So we've created here a complex sentence. We have our independent clause followed by our dependent clause. Then others. So we don't have to change every single word. Others is fine. You can maybe have other people. Others are of the opinion. So rather than they say or they think, are of the opinion is a nice way to reword this. That those with a lot of money are, this are is referring to the most successful, which we said here. So as you can see, I haven't changed every single word, but I have tried to change the sentence structure a lot. We've, as I said, turned 2 separate sentences into one complex sentence. I've also removed an unnecessary example, which was in the original. So this is how I would go about it. So let's have a look at the 7 sentences that were left in the chat and see how our students have done. So here, some say that the most successful people are those who have high incomes. Okay, looks good. And this student has also made it into a complex sentence, so great. While others say that the most successful individuals, okay, are those who have a positive impact on society. Again, nice change of language, such as educators and scientists. They've left the example in, absolutely fine. We've definitely changed the words around sufficiently. We've changed the sentence structure, and this is a really good paraphrase, so great job to the person who wrote this. Okay, let's move on to our next one. Some are of the opinion that individuals who have an impact on society positively such as scientists and teachers, are most successful. So normally here, we would say who have, so we can't really say have an impact on society positively. So summary of the opinion that individuals who have a positive impact would work, because this positive is referring to impact, and impact is a noun. So we need an adjective, not an adverb here. So who have some are of the opinion that individuals who have a positive impact on society, such as scientists and teachers, are more successful, while others, so again, the student has broken this down into a complex sentence, excellent job, while others believe that individuals making a lot of money are mostly successful. So this means they're successful most of the time. So this mostly doesn't make sense here. For the student, don't take risks with your vocabulary. So let's have a look at this now. Some are of the opinion that individuals who have a positive impact on society, such as scientists and teachers, this would actually be non-essential information, so we separate it with commas, are more successful, while others believe that individuals making a lot of money. So here, I would be consistent. You've used here this relative clause here. It would make more sense here to have who make a lot of money are the most successful. We don't need a comma here because we're separating our subject, individuals who make a lot of money, and our main verb. So you don't separate your subject and your main verb with a comma in English. Apart from that, good job. Let's move on to our next one. Some assume that those who have the most money are the most successful. Okay. Again, we're breaking into a complex sentence, great job. But others believe that those who make a positive impact on society, such as scientists and teachers, are more successful. Great job, very, very clear, precise, not taking too many vocabulary risks. Really good job, well done to the student. You've got a number of people, so this is also a nice synonym for some. So a number of people believe that individuals who have positive impact. We don't have, it would be more natural to say make a positive impact. Who make a positive impact. Impact here is a countable noun, it needs an article. A number of people believe that individuals who make a positive impact on society, such as scientists and teachers, so this is a non-essential information, this is where the commas go, are more successful. While, so again, this person has broken this down into a complex sentence, good job. But others think that the most successful people are those who earn a lot of money. Just a little note with spacing, there should be no space before a full stop, comma, or semicolon, a space after them. Apart from that, good job, well done to the student. On to our next one. So certain people believe that they equate individuals who have flourishing careers with earning a high income. So this does not have the same meaning. It's not saying that people who have flourishing careers have a high income. So we've changed the meaning here. So certain people believe that, and not that they equate, because people don't believe that they believe. So this word doesn't make sense here. So this student is taking too many vocabulary risks. Certain people believe, so who is our object here? The individuals are our objects. So they believe that individuals who, and it doesn't talk about having a good career, it talks about having money. So who earn a high income, or high incomes, because you'd be talking about high incomes in general, more than one person, more than one income. Certain people believe that individuals who earn high incomes, so we need, what about them? Because this is, individuals who earn high incomes are all just a subject, so we need a verb and an object. So certain people believe that individuals who earn high incomes are the most successful. Whereas, so again, we're breaking this into a complex sentence. Others say that more successful careers. So we're not talking about careers being successful, we're talking about people being successful. Whereas others say that more successful careers. Again, all of our vocabulary here is unfortunately it's just not making sense. So others say that. So who is our subject? The people. So we're going to have to talk about those who dedicate themselves to society are more successful. So the student is kind of getting confused about our subject, verb and object. So certain people believe, and then they're believing what? They're believing subject, verb, object. Whereas others say subject, subject, verb, object. Okay, so don't take risks, keep it simple. And moving on to our last two. So some people believe that making more money makes individuals more successful. Okay, good. While others think that teachers and scientists are more successful due to their contribution to, we don't put the article in front of society. So here, teachers and scientists are more successful due to their contribution to society. This is a bit too specific. So if we go back to the original question, those who contribute to society like scientists and teachers. So we're not only talking about scientists and teachers, we're talking about professions like scientists and teachers. So if we only talk about scientists and teachers, we're not actually purveying exactly the same meaning. So here, I think that let's use such as, because we're changing the wording a bit. Others think that professions such as scientists and teachers are more successful due to their contribution to society. Okay, now we have the same meaning. So some would argue that more successful people who benefit society. So here, this is just one big subject, or more successful people who benefit society. So we know have no verb, we have no object. So this doesn't make sense here. So some would argue that, so our subject is people. So we can then modify the subject and explain it more. So people who benefit society, and again, no article in front of society. So some would argue that people who benefit society, such as scientists and educators, so far we still only have a subject. We have a really long subject, so we need a verb and we need an object. Are the most successful. Well, I would say that the most successful individuals are those that earn an excessive amount of money. So there's nowhere in the actual original, so let's go back to the question again. So nowhere here says excessive, it says a lot. So excessive and a lot have two very different meanings. So we can't use this word excessive. Well, others say that the most successful individuals are those that earn lots of money. So something that's really causing trouble for this student is general sentence structure, especially with understanding how to use relative clauses. So be very careful when you're using relative clauses. Whoever this is, please look that up, because that's going to really help you in your writing. I'm just going to read this one more time to make sure it's okay. So some would argue that people who benefit society, such as scientists and educators, are the most successful. Good, that's 1 point. While others say that the most successful individuals are those that earn lots of money. And subject, verb, object. Subject, verb, object. Always keep that basic English sentence structure in mind while writing. Okay, so I hope that clarified a bit paraphrasing for you. I hope that was helpful. Really good to see that everyone who attempted this changed this from 2 sentences into a complex sentence. That's really nice. So thinking about changing sentence structure and not just focusing on synonyms. If you found this helpful, please like this video, share with anyone that you think it might also help, and please subscribe to the channel, as this is going to mean that you don't miss out on future challenges and answers to those challenges. Good luck in all your studies. I hope you all have a great day.